My lovely friend Kim asked me to make a video about how to cleanse your own house. So there are a bazillion different ways you can do this. These are just some of the ones that I could think of off the top of my head. Satin spar, selenite, whatever you prefer to call it. One of the first things I could think of was selenite, or satin spa, whatever you prefer. And start at the top of your house, wave it through each room, setting an intention to have the space cleansed and cleared. So that, you can have a happy, vibrant life in your new home or the current home you're living in. Another one is black tourmaline. So you can place 4 pieces of black tourmaline in the corners of your property. And again, set an intention that these are boundaries, that nothing negative can come in. There's other things you can say, but that's, the short version. Also, there's a whole bunch of different other ways to do this, such as sound clearing. You could use a crystal singing bowl, a Tibetan bowl, tuning forks. Like, you could use music from YouTube, and again, play that throughout your house, walk it through. With that, I would open the door and kind of walk the music out as well. I don't know why, but that's just what feels like I should tell you right now. So I'm going to. I have done that when I have smoke cleansed. But again, I start at the top of the house and kind of work my way through, walk it out the back door, not the front door. You could also leave a bowl of water in your living room. And again, give the water an intention that you want to cleanse this home of anyone else's energy, any negativity that may be here that no longer is needed, to leave that bowl of water out for about 2 days. And then do not give it to your pets. You can either dump it down the drain, or if you feel better, you can go dump it in your backyard. But it's not something that you want to give your pets or anything like that, or even your plants for that matter. You can also use salt. Again, set the intention with the salt, what its purpose is, and then use a bowl of salt and kind of sprinkle it around the room. Start at the corners of the room and push the salt inward. Clean it up as you would, and you can throw it in the trash. Probably shouldn't put that outside, not great for animals or your plants. You can also use Reiki to cleanse your space, and the one I really wanted to spend a little bit more time with is using herbs to smoke cleanse your house. So these on my website, but this is a home cleansing blend. In this particular blend, it looks like I have myrrh, frankincense, lavender. I feel like there's garlic in there. Thyme, rosemary. So those are a couple. You can also use more sustainable herbs like rosemary, lavender, thyme, juniper, frankincense, mugwort, pine, bay, cinnamon, or lilac. The lilac, just as a special note, I save. So after your blooms have, died, I dry them out, put them in a jar, and then I can use that all year long. Truthfully, you can use any herb that calls to you. So what I do is I use these little charcoal briquettes. This particular one is only a half of one. I would put it in my, fire safe container, and then sprinkle these herbs on top of it. Once the smoke kind of comes, you can use your hand. Some people use feathers, but that's bordering on cultural appropriation. Do what you'd like. Then you can kind of blow it through. Again, if you have a prayer or an intention, use that. Also use sprays. I used this one, which is water, witch hazel, and it has a little bit of like a sprig of lavender and then some lavender essential oil. You can spray that and use that as well. That again is something a little bit more sustainable. A ton of money, you probably already have herb that you could put in there. It doesn't have to be lavender. Like I said, use what calls to you. If you're not comfortable with any of that, or don't feel like you have, access to any of that, you can call someone like me and I can come cleanse your house and do it for you. Like I said, though, it's relatively easy. I really think that it's something that you could probably do on your own. We all feel a little silly when we do it. I would definitely suggest speaking your intentions out loud. It gives it more power, but if you really don't feel comfortable with that, you don't have to. This is all just a general guideline. None of these are rules. So I don't want you to think that I am the expert on all the things. I'm not. These are just some of the things I use. So I hope that's helpful, and you can pick up a few things that will help you to cleanse your home.